Hey, let's talk about the best type of leader out there. So many times when you hear people talking about leadership or talking about bosses, especially when you hear them talking about leadership, sometimes there seems to be a little bit of a confusion saying that they talk about the leader, about somebody that is kind of naturally leading people and naturally gathering people behind them and everybody wants to follow them. We all are not necessarily that charismatic and potentially we are not all being able to do this. Sometimes it sounds like when people talk about leaders, they talk about heroes. Maybe that's the opinion for certain people, but I can tell you that from my point of view, that's completely wrong. So for me, the best definition of a leader is that one of the servant leader. So a servant leader will understand that their role is not just to listen to people. Their role is actually to give a voice to people. So people can express clearly and openly how they feel and what they think about different topics. So they're able to express their opinions and feel that they're in a safe place. So in a nutshell, what you want to do is that you want to try to empower people so they can express themselves, so they feel free that they can tell their opinions, so that they can tell their thoughts about certain processes or ways of working. And also you have to be very in mind that you as a leader, you're not going to always be right, and you know how to be. Nobody expects you to be. And sometimes people seem to think that they have to be right all the time, and that's so wrong in itself. But the idea is that you as a leader have to understand that, well, you're a human person and you probably are, there's probably things out there that you don't know, and there's people that are reporting to you that know way more about certain things that you do, and that's okay. So this is something that a servant leader will understand and always try to promote, that people can correct them, that it's okay, that the people, the leader can actually be wrong, can have wrong assumptions, but other people can have better understanding. Of course, everything has to be done in a critical way and also in a constructive way. Nobody loves criticism just because of the sake of criticizing people. Also, a servant leader will participate in the tasks of the team. They will actually share the workload. They will actually participate in planning meetings, in prioritization meetings, and try to work together with the team. This is very important for several reasons. First of all, so you understand how the team works, so how also the team feels, what are the pains, what are the difficulties that the team actually has to face. And actually, you can there be listening and then let others lead the meetings. That's completely fine. You don't have to always be the one that is telling everybody what to do or how to do it. Other people in the team can do that task as well. And of course, it's also very important that you don't only share the pains of the team, but also you share the wins. So if the team has done something that is very big, that is important, that is key for the company, it's always good to share that with the rest of the team. A servant leader is not just going to be there leading, as I said, it's also going to be there for learning. There's going to be a lot of things that you can learn as a leader, and there's always good to keep up to date, to stay on your toes, to keep yourself kind of in that uncomfortable area of the places or the things that you actually don't know that well, and actually can help you understand better how the work happens and why people do certain things in certain ways. There are going to be many components to leadership that are very important, like transparency, trust, respect, among others. But in the end, from my point of view, being a leader translates in you actually going ahead with your team and walking the walk together with them. And as a servant leader, one of the things and the tasks that you are going to have to do is that you have to make sure that you are removing impediments for your team to be able to do their job. This doesn't mean that you remove necessarily just annoyances of things that they had to do, because sometimes you have to do things that, well, they're not the most pleasant things that you have to do sometimes at work. But you have to be able to remove impediments so the team can actually concentrate also and deliver their job. And here probably is one of the most important things for a servant leader. Potentially, the servant leader is not the one that does the most of the job, is not the one that actually necessarily is there leading with a flag everybody to follow them and rate them up to be the leader that everybody wants to follow and be a super charismatic person. What the servant leader is going to care a lot is about the team succeeding in doing their job. And potentially here, the servant leader is the one that is going to care the most about this within the team. Ideally, everybody in the team cares about this, but probably the servant leader is the one that is going to be focusing a lot on helping the team succeed. Because let's face it, no business in their right mind is paying you just to be a leader. They're paying you to lead a team and that team successfully implements the strategies of the company. Unfortunately, many people think that being a leader means that you know every answer, that you are there to tell everybody how the future is going to be, how amazing we are going to be as a company or our products are going to be. But that's not the role of a leader. Leaders are people, and of course they're wrong, and they're wrong more often probably than not. And they probably are not necessarily the most charismatic people out there. So if you want to check out another video where I talk about why leaders fail, go and check out this one. I will see you in the next one, and remember, stay safe.